What's going on, y'all? This is Gil Rios, and this is installment 2 of my tech show. And today I'm going to talk about PSP versus the App Store. Let's start with the App Store first. I'm only going to talk about the gaming portion of the App Store because I'm comparing it to the PSP. The App Store, in terms of games, I think it's for more of the casual gamer. And I say that because, one, there are no buttons. So the fact that there aren't any buttons, it kind of ruins a little bit my gaming experience. Like, I don't mind the motion sensor, like the fact that you got to move around and, you know what I'm saying, I don't mind that as much, but I need those buttons. So that kind of ruins the experience for me. So that's one downside. Another downside is that they're very short. I'm a hardcore gamer. I need those long games. I need that toughness. I need that. I want to feel like I'm playing a game at home, but outside. So that's number 2. The fact that the games are short. The good thing about the App Store is, in terms of games, of course, is that they're cheap. The games are cheap. A football game would be like $10 the most. So they're very cheap, and that's good. Another good thing is there's a whole bunch of them out there. There's so many games out there that you can play. You got Angry Birds, you got Tetris, you got Bejeweled, you can play zombie games, first-person shooter. It's a lot. So the library's a lot, and they're putting a dent, I think, a little bit in the PSP in terms of games, because there's so many and they're so cheap. So it's up to the point where the PSP had to create their own App Store, which they're coming out with soon. They're gonna come out with PlayStation games on the Android market. So that's how impactful and strong the App Store has been. Okay, now let's talk about the PSP. The good and the bad. The good thing about the PSP is there are more graphics. The graphics are incredible, way better than an iPhone or an iPad or an iTouch. The graphics are incredible on those games. They're really great for a portable system. Probably the best for a portable system, period. The second good thing is that the games are full-length games. It's kind of like you're playing a home game but away, which is really good. Like, that's the experience that you want. Another good thing is the price is not that bad. If you really think about it, technically it's pretty much the same thing as buying an iPhone, or more expensive, depending, because if you're buying a 32 gig iPhone, how much are you spending? If you're buying a PSP, how much are you spending? You know, so I mean, something to think about. It's pretty much almost the same thing. The bad thing, if there is a bad thing about the PSP, the games are expensive. They're more expensive than the App Store. That's pretty much the big probably where the dent starts to kick in, and why the App Store is being talked about more in terms of games, because the games are much cheaper. So that's another downside. But other than that, if you're a hardcore gamer, you will not take a shower until you finish that level. I'm one of them. No, really, I want it. It's really for the hardcore gamer, man. If you like those graphics and you want a full-length game and you want those buttons and an analog stick, which the new PSP is coming with dual analog sticks. It's just you want better control of your character, because if you don't have total control in terms of buttons of your character, you're really gonna start losing interest in the game. You really are. It's not gonna be the same experience. So that's pretty much it. I just wanted to be real brief, because I could go on and on and on, but this is just a little brief debate here and there. Let me know what you think. Comment below. Thanks for watching the show, and peace.